Yep. So you can let me co-host you first, right? So that Siva, you can share your uh, okay.
That can share the recordings in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I will upload it to the face this YouTube so that everybody can access it as well. Okay, yes, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thanks so much, Alison, and just confirming everybody can see my screen fine.
Oh yes, let me just share because I think over here, yeah, just a minute, huh?
Yeah, sure.
So how do I share? Wait, let me see. Screen. I need to switch the screen, right? Let me just do the screen. Webinar. Let me see. Keep my camera off. Mute. Share screen. Let me see. Where this we just try again. Original HD. Yeah, it's HD.
Yeah, but we have to project it. I think.
Projected, is it?
Yeah, just check any projector as well.
Which one?
Yeah, just see this because we have to see there, right?
Yeah.
Because just now you are showing that
Oh, okay.
PPT, right?
But it's not detecting it. And let me just try again. Anyone could support me? Let me just see. Uh, yeah, the deck is, the screen is not showing, but strange, huh?
Think
Because
is it,
she's
no, is it connected?
yeah, it's connected, right? Oh, you dropped the connection? No, it's connected. Yeah, it's connected. Yeah. But I gave
Actually,
you
we can see your screen. We can
oh
see
no,
the
because I give
slide.
the control to I give the control to Saber, that's why. It cannot be, right? You go share again and share. Choose the sessions. Oh, okay, share. No, I can't share because I'm giving a co-host to Saber already. I can't share. Let me just try again. Just hang on, Let's see.
It's Epson, right?
Which one?
So at a speaker, Epson is a speaker is coming.
No, this one is a speaker. It's different.
Okay, okay. Can you
Yeah.
go to settings?
Just try this again one more time.
But we are getting what we are saying, right? What that
Yeah,
is.
this is the screen. Let me just see whether if I could. Which one?
Thanks for confirming, Lily. I think it's just in the room. I think everybody online can see my screen, but not.
Yeah, I mean, it's only that you cannot enlarge the screen. Or is it okay if we just get everybody to see whether you can see the screen here? Full screen mode. Yeah, yeah. Can you all see? Can all of you see? Maybe you can come closer. Yeah,
Yes,
okay, okay.
we
Yeah,
still
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
see.
You just go ahead then. Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again, Nelson, just for the invitation, and I think it's a great opportunity to get to know the Singapore people a bit better and the Singapore community of business analysts. Well, first of all, just before talking about IBA and introducing IBA, quick word on myself. So I'm the global programs and partnership manager at IBA for the Asia Pacific region specifically. So I'm based in Melbourne, Australia, but I oversee quite a large region, which is obviously Australia and New Zealand, which we have lots of organizational members, corporate and academic. But also we have large territories that are growing. Philippines is very fast growing for us. We've got 2 large corporate members in Singapore. Thailand, surprisingly, we have Myanmar, who's just joined as well. I think I mentioned Thailand, Hong Kong. So Asia Pacific is really fast growing. So that is my role at IBA. And so about IBA, who we are and what we do. So IBA, as you know, the International Institute of Business Analysis, we are a not-for-profit professional association, which is, as you all know, dedicated to the specific field of and this fast-growing field of business analysis worldwide. What we do is we, as an organization, we define competencies, we help assess where an individual, a team, an organization is in their overall understanding of business analysis. But in essence, we are the gatekeepers of the standards of the profession. We define what the standards and best practices in business analysis. And in sorts, we are the trusted custodians of the intellectual property that we get from our members. So that's what I want to also talk about very specifically at IBA, what we are first and foremost, we're a membership organizations. Communities are really at the heart of what we do. And I'll touch a bit more on that on some subsequent slides, but the most important role we hold as a professional association is to enable meaningful conversations, connections between professionals, educators, academics, students, as well as, and this is the purpose of today, chapters, chapter communities. Chapters are really the backbone, the heart of IBA. And again, I want to recognize Alson and the rest of the volunteers at the Singapore chapter. I know there is a lot of potential in Singapore. It is a very mature market for us. We just need a lot of collective effort, get volunteers, start organizing events, and that will obviously organically happen. So I want to reiterate, we're not really, it's not just the number of members at IBA that's important. It's how strongly engaged they are, how often they connect with us, communicate, give us feedback, tell us what they want to see, because a lot of the information, the artifacts, the products, the frameworks, models, all that you see, and there's a wealth of knowledge on the IIBA website when you're a member, those come from the minds of our members. It's not our executive team or our board of directors in their ivory tower that give us these products, these artifacts, these tools. They come from feedback, insights from our members, and then we curate that information. So again, I want to really reiterate how important communities and connections are important at IBA. This is a map I'm particularly proud of. This shows a bit of our global community. As you can see, we have some strong particular regions: Australia, New Zealand, India, obviously North America with USA and Canada. Singapore is right there and is growing. We've got, as I mentioned, 2 important corporate members in Singapore and growing. I think we're roughly around 150 individual members, so it can only go higher. And quick disclosure today, nobody really is aware of this, but Singapore is my birthplace. I was born in Singapore, so it is quite dear to my heart. So I had an expat childhood. I lived in 10 different countries with my parents, and my birthplace was Singapore. So I really look forward to traveling again to Singapore because I have not returned since I was 6 months old. I do want to come over and help, help in any way I can. With my role, I get to travel a bit in New Zealand, India, obviously around Australia, but Singapore will be my next destination, hopefully. And kind of, if I could be so bold, say return to the homeland and where I was born. Quick word on our international presence, I guess. This is a few figures on our active membership. So we have over 30,000 active members around the world, close to 120, a bit lower than 120 chapters. So as I mentioned, chapters around the world are driven by our volunteers. We have over 1,500 volunteers. A lot of what we do at IBA could not be achieved without the dedication, the passion, and that gracious professionalism from our volunteers. So again, thank you to Alson and all the volunteers at the Singapore chapter. I know this is going to be a growing community. There'll be more and more volunteers as we start doing webinars, networking sessions, information sessions, panel discussions. There's a wealth of things that we can do, study groups, and I'm here to support Alson as well. Regarding our organizational memberships, this is the particular area I oversee. It's corporate membership, academic membership, and training, not so much. We have a training manager in Canada, Kevin Briggs. He oversees our endorsed education providers. I could talk about that in more detail, but I particularly oversee, again, corporate and academic memberships. Regarding certifications, I think many of you are aware of what certifications we deliver at IBA. So those are ECBA, CCBA, and CBAP. Those are our core business analysis certifications. If you're not aware of the acronyms, ECBA is the Entry Certificate to Business Analysis, CCBA, the Certification of Capability in Business Analysis, CBAP is the highest level of Certified Business Analysis Professional. And we talked about this a bit earlier today, but we have specialty certifications in business data analytics, cybersecurity, agile analysis, as well as product ownership. So very briefly going through, I guess, each one of these, there's more to find on the IIBA website, and I can show you that, but just a bit of a quick overview, a snapshot on typically who applies for which certification, what the format of the exam, and I need to update this, apologies. The ECBA is now 75 minutes. It's still 50 multiple choice questions on practical rather than knowledge-based. CCBA, CBAP, much higher level. That's 3.5 hours. These are scenario-based or case study-based questions. You need to demonstrate a work experience. So 3,750 hours in the last 7 years for CCBA, double that amount in the last 10 years for CBAP. Things like professional development, you do need to go through either an endorsed education provider or training course, minimum 21 hours for CCBA, 35 hours for CBAP. Things like the chapters can also deliver these. So as the Singapore chapter grows, as its experience grows, as there are going to be facilitators for study groups, the Singapore chapter will certainly be able to, in the near, hopefully in the not too distant future, be able to deliver preparation, professional development, study groups to qualify for these, what we call professional development hours. That is a requirement to be eligible for these certifications. As you can see, recertification, CCBA, CBAP require recertification. Doesn't mean you need to resit the exam, but rather enter your hours of continuous development units, and that information is on the IIBA website. You can see. I'll get to that in shortly, but it's more attending workshops. You can even qualify CDUs by reading the BABOK. Going to conferences, going to events, there's lots that can qualify for your continuous development unit. Here's a snapshot on the AAC and CBDA certifications. So again, scenario-based multiple choice questions. You do need to recertify, but this time every year, not every 3 years. You need to record 20 CDUs. And this is for CCA and CPOA. So once it's knowledge-based multiple choice questions. Once you've achieved it, you keep it. There's no recertification required, for example. This data I wanted to share also with you. What are the benefits of certification? This is from our Global State of Business Analysis report, which is already from 2022. So I'll update this. But when you're on the IIBA website, you'll be able to see that there is pardon me. Here on the IIBA website, if you go to when you're a member, you can see career resources, global research. And in the global research, you'll be able to find the Global State of Business Analysis report. This is from 2025. So you can see there's been a lot of respondents from Asia Pacific, a lot of useful insights. Here's the full report that you'll be able to download. But for example, what I was just mentioning, the benefits of certification, when you scroll down a bit, you'll see here, what are the results from 2025? So highly encourage that you have a look at this if you're a member. And if you're not, again, an individual membership at IIBA is not, for all the amount of information you get, the amount of content, a membership is $139 for 12 months subscription. So I don't think it's too dissuasive. I think it is a reasonable price, again, to access a lot of information, a lot of tools, downloadable tips, tools, templates. And you get also obviously discounts for your certification. So to quickly jump onto things like recertification, you'll find all that information here on the IIBA website, certification, recertification. There are handbooks that you can download. And this, you don't need to be a member. For example, I know there was a question on or comments on exams. So exam information, what you need to know before sitting an exam, all of that is on the IIBA website as well, even for non-members. So just encourage you to have a look there if you're looking to be certified. So getting back to my slides, just a couple more. Here is a bit of these are results that came through from, again, the Global State of Business Analysis report from this year. And I wanted to mention it because I thought what was interesting in this year's was that through this extensive survey to our community, it cut across multiple regions, multiple industries, and we got a good insights on this benchmark through roles, career pathways, skills, salaries. But the interesting finding for me in this report was that of the top 5 benefits, the ones that are really important to our members are access to resources and knowledge sharing, and receiving knowledge from peers. And I find it interesting because I think, Alison, you were mentioning a bit earlier, information is free or something like that. Around information is all out there. We know that there's no lack of information out there nowadays and content, but in spite of that, this is still the 2 main benefits that our members say that they top the list over things like upskilling, professional certification, etc. So the members are not looking for merely any content. They're looking for actually validated, curated, confirmed content that can be accessed only through IIBA membership. So I think that particular aspect really holds a lot of importance for the entire learning process as business analysis professionals. Again, I think this is just to reiterate, we know that continuous learning nowadays in any profession is really non-negotiable. And we often make a sort of analogy at IBA with a gym membership. So just as consistent exercise builds physical fitness, consistent learning habits build up career fitness. That's even more relevant in a business analysis or product manager or product owner role. So first of all, obviously, you need to keep pace in this ever-evolving business and technology landscape. So again, disruptive technologies like AI, you need to keep it up to pace. Grow your capabilities in efficient stakeholder engagement, and that's through best practice through IBA and IBA's standards. Deliver better, well-rounded, well-informed, value-driven solutions to your customers. Again, that's the whole role, that's the whole purpose of business analysis. And again, more importantly, continuous learning helps you progress through roles, grow as a professional and as a leader. So I had quite a few things I did want to show you on the IIBA website. Maybe we can continue the conversation. Maybe you can ask me questions specific to what are the resources you have access to with a membership. Again, I oversee corporate and academic membership. So if any of you are aware of organizations that employ a large group of business analysis professionals or universities, tertiary education institutions that look to get their curriculum endorsed by IIBA, I'm the go-to person. You reach out to me. But I can obviously talk to you at an individual level. If you're wondering what is the benefits of a membership for you as an individual, I can definitely talk to that today or any time in the future when you need. But I guess that's really just in a nutshell what I wanted to present today and introduce myself to the Singapore community. And really, hopefully, I hope I can meet you all in person in the near future very soon. Thanks again, Alison. Thanks for the opportunity to speak with everyone. I'm happy to continue the conversation now if there's any questions, but that was me.
To Adaptive US, right? I became a member. I had taken initially individual membership till last year. Then it's now showing in IIBA as a corporate member. So what's the difference between individual member and corporate member?
So sorry, I didn't hear the beginning there. You were on mute.
Okay,
so
sorry.
You just heard when you talked about adaptive.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So I had taken membership through Adaptive US, right? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, prior to that, I was the individual member. Now, once I took that membership, they gave some study materials, everything, and now showing as a corporate member. So what's the difference between corporate member and individual member?
So first of all, Adaptive US are not a corporate member. They are an endorsed education provider, so they're an EEP. Hold on, I may be mistaken. Sorry, it may not be one of my accounts, but Adaptive, I believe. Let me just see if I'm mistaken here because they may also have a corporate membership. Anyway, I know they're an endorsed education provider. They provide training. the difference, let's see, the difference between individual and corporate member. So the benefits are more toward the organization because you get discounted certification. You get complimentary certification. So I can share this again with you right now. Let me share with you. So a quick one-pager. Can you see my screen? Am I sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see this PDF?
Yes. You
Okay.
can see your screen.
Okay. So you can see this PDF with the various levels of engagement.
Maybe you can enlarge a bit larger.
Right. So you can see this, right? Essential.
Yep. Okay, that's good.
Okay. So for an organization that has a decent amount of either business analysis professionals or professionals that are looking to gain knowledge or become certified, we have 3 levels of engagement: essential, advanced, premium. What's included for the organization is 20 membership seats, 60 membership seats, or 150. You get complimentary certifications. You get opportunities to host on your intranet in your organizational SharePoint. You can host all of our intellectual property, our guides, our standards, our frameworks at a certain level. We do roundtable conversations between corporate members. We do structured learning, so those are getting subject matter experts to talk to your organization about the topic you want. If we're talking about one that we're hosting soon is going from business analysis to product management. There's again a plethora of intangible benefits where I do that matchmaking between either organizations in the same industry or at the same scale, and they're wanting to learn from each other and their best practice. So that's for the corporate membership. For the organization, so there's savings to be made on the membership seats. There's savings to be made on the certifications. There's more flexibility, so these membership seats can be transferred, assigned, unassigned. I also provide reports on how often they are accessing their membership portal, their accounts, how often they're logging in, what webinars they're registering to, what events they're attending. So that gives a bit of insight onto the return on investment. And finally, there's, I think I mentioned, you can see on the certification fees. So if a member, and it happens, use more than their allocated complimentary certifications in the given year, any certifications on top that they want to purchase, they come at a preferential rate again here. So partner program members, they get even more discounts than an individual member. So that's one thing from the organization's perspective. Now, from the individual, the one who is, let's say, employed by, I don't know, we talked about NCS. If a staff member at NCS is given the membership seat through the corporate membership, what do they see that an individual member wouldn't? There are corporate exclusive webinars. So I'll share this with you here. You get an exclusive banner here, organizational resources. You have learning resources for your ECBA. So we've provided that now with this new transition. So exam blueprints, a few sample questions. I think there's even one sample exam. Preparation resources for corporate members. Obviously, this is the same as an individual. I think individuals won't see the strategy to execution framework. I think that's for corporate members. Opportunity to host on our career, on our jobs board, so you can advertise any openings on the membership, and well, as an individual, you can actually see this as well. But I was mentioning corporate webinars, so you will be able to watch here previous years of recorded exclusive to corporate members or corporate webinar series. What else? You also have specific benchmark reports. So let me just go back here. These benchmark reports as well are exclusive to our corporate members. So you will see here things on professional development, corporate engagement, elevating your business analysis capabilities from Community of Practice to Center of Excellence. Those are some of the exclusive benefits to corporate members. So hope that answers a bit of the question. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Silver, for your clear explanations and just want to highlight some point. All right, the some of the question bank, right? Like take for example, just now I mentioned about we will be I personally will be actually uploading certain questions. Okay, what I mean is that certain question might be third party questions. Okay, whereby it's a similar. I wouldn't say it's the same, but it's a similar whereby it could actually help you to uh uh, answer some of the questions during the examinations. Okay, so the similarity is there. All right, but what I mean is that it's not okay. It's not on like IIBA or any website. It's just through like all the professional people that cater come together, and we have this question banks. Okay, whereby probably it might help you. Okay, this is not this is based on for Singapore chapter. Okay, just to let everybody uh, understand a bit more about the MCQ question whereby I have just mentioned just now. Yeah, but it will help uh, all the members, okay, if you are progressing to different certifications and things like that. So yeah, but it's only for members. So just take note of that. Okay. So is there any other question? Now we go into Q&A. Any questions for Silver that maybe you might want to share, or you can ask him? Any question any burning question that you want to ask, you know, anything. It could be anything.
If there are no questions in the meantime, and maybe if people are
If
wanting
not, then we'll go into networking sections.
Yes,
If-
yes.
if there are no burning questions right now, you want a bit of time to think. I just wanted to remind and reiterate, with your membership at IBA, there are events happening all the time. So yes, you look at the webinars, and Lily was mentioning, this is the end of the year, so there's not much. This is normal. You would see much more normally, but these are our upcoming public webinars, member webinars. So you'll see the time is often very much Eastern Standard Time, USA and Canada specific. But these are public member exclusive webinars. And then there's this full event calendar. So if you scroll down a bit, you can view all events. This is where, as a member, you'll be able to access anything happening around the world. That is in addition to what we do as full-time employees at IBA. There's also the ones by our chapter volunteers. So this is where you'll see. I don't know what is this. Well, looks like a test, but let's look at this Winnipeg, for example. There's a year-end celebration. I'm assuming this is an in-person networking event. So it's just if you happen to be in Winnipeg, maybe you can attend this event, and this is where you can register. But what I recommend is to explore the full event calendar and see what are the other chapters around the world doing. Another simple way is going to check here, get involved, look at IIBA chapters, and you'll have your chapter directory right here. In the chapter directory, you can, for example, where I'm based in Australia, it's a very active, it's one of the oldest chapters we have, and it's the biggest chapter we actually have is the Australia chapter. So I invite you as well, have a look at the Australia chapter website. All of you for either inspiration on what type of events you could do, but also just to gain knowledge. This is accessible to you, no problems at all. So check out chapter events and study groups. As I said, end of the year, so there's not much, but normally this is filled with all sorts of events. If you look at the calendar of previous months, You can see here, there's in-person event, there's online study groups, social events, study groups. So always keep in mind that when you're a member, it's obviously important to have a strong Singapore chapter and have in-person events, networking, information session, things on the Babok, study groups. But again, don't hesitate to look at what's happening around the world, because we have chapters, again, close to 120 chapters, and there's a lot happening.
So you mean to say, even being a Singapore chapter member, I can visit Australia or India, any Bangalore chapter also, right? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you're an IIBA individual member, or you've been assigned a seat, say if your company, your employer signed up to corporate membership, yes. Again, this is the harmonization of our chapters, which happened about 4.5 years ago. 4.5 years ago, you were based in Singapore. It was the Singapore chapter, but now it's really any chapter. So explore, have a look, and again, there's two ways. Well, the chapter director here, or check out the all of our global events, the full event calendar. Sorry, no, this is not. Check events, webinars, scroll down a little bit and look at the full event calendar. So that's chapters, conferences, webinars. Yeah. I recommend having a look more around January, February, maybe in the new year, there's going to be more and more content. It's always a bit slow when we approach December, January, just because it's the end of the year.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for your presentations as well. So I guess all the certifications, what we might do is that for Chapter Singapore, we'll do the same for other chapters. Because me personally, I have tried to actually attended some of the events from other chapters as well, and I find that it's also very useful. All right, but obviously some of you have actually mentioned that it's because of Eastern time zone and they are unable to attend. So what we're going to do is that definitely I hear all of you. We will be putting up all the certifications from different certifications. Okay, to actually you'll find all the webinar online as well in IIBA chapter Singapore. So that will be up. Probably there will be a lot of things coming up. Okay, so we will actually update that. Okay, you will be able to see and click and join online. Okay, so that will be something that like what I think Lily and some of you has just mentioned about there's no activity. Definitely 2026 will have a lot of activities. Okay, but I'm just concerned. I mean, in terms of the time. Okay, it will take quite a because there's many different modules. So maybe you just have to arrange on your time, how from your end how you might be able to actually attend those events. Okay, otherwise we will actually have it recorded. Okay. So I guess that's all we have. We are actually, we still have some time. Okay, before we go into the networking sessions, I just want to actually ensure that I have answer all the questions from all the members. Yeah, I mean, it's a Q&A now. Is there any question that you might want to ask or check with
Maybe just one question.
yeah.
If we watch live webinar or the recorded webinars, and if we read the essential reading resources, can that count as CDUs?
Yes.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
can.
as a short answer, I would recommend. Again, I'll share my screen. Apologies.
From the website.
Oops.
You must go IIBA website.
Can I claim as a PMP PDUs also? The CDUs can be claimed as a PDUs because I don't have a PMP CDU. I'm PMP certified, right?
Actually, there's some category whereby on the web, I think maybe Silver can explain. Well, only certain what you call that certifications is actually being recognized by CDU.
Okay,
Yeah. You have to take note because there's the different
So
line
this,
items. Yeah.
C1 I can claim PDU, right? 2 PDUs or something.
Yeah, can. Yeah, these sessions, all of you will be claiming your this PDU as well. Just give me your email and your membership number and all those. Yeah,
PMN.
sorry. Silver, please go ahead.
I'll need you to double check with PDUs there, Alison. I'm not sure this qualifies for PDUs.
Yeah, but the session is
This session.
yeah, you can actually apply for your PDU.
Okay.
Just let us know your membership, your full
Sure.
name.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, then I will actually drop that for all of you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's definitely a difference between PDUs and CDUs. So yes, when it comes to your continuous development, the young lady who asked the question on CDUs. So when it comes to recertification, check out on the IIBA website certification recertification, and look at the. I'll take the example of let's say CBAP. Here you will find what does qualify for continuous development units. So qualifying activities here, things like up to maximum of 30 CDUs, classroom course, chapter event. So a chapter event like this one does qualify.
Yeah,
for
CDU.
Okay.
CDU.
Yeah.
Things like even so your work history, you can earn that. There are things like just explore this, but volunteer services. You can even be like reading the Babok, self-directed learning, learning through books, articles. You can claim up to 15 CDUs. Formal academic. So that's for CDUs. When it comes to PDUs and professional development units, what qualifies, what makes you eligible to sit a certification exam in the first place, that is quite different. It's more, it's a bit more difficult. Again, looking at certification handbook, if I look at the CBAP certification, not recertification, and we look at, let's see, I'll look at professional development hours. So the 35 hours of professional development, the PDUs, what it requires is that there's a moderator, facilitator of the session who leads a group individual through material of the Babok. There needs to be measurable learning objectives, opportunities for students to interact. So that is what I believe the Singapore chapter will be leaning to and getting study groups up in place. That will qualify for PDUs. But today's session,
I stop you for a while. That's the reason. Sorry, I stop you for a while. That's the reason why I have actually decided to create a special interest group. So that's the reason why then you can have the PDU as well. Yeah. So just to reiterate the PDU and the CDU. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again,
Sorry,
Alison, you
please.
can check that with your contacts with Jared, the chapter and member engagement team. That's a separate. I may be mistaken. So.
Sure. Yep.
And there was a question against other, if it qualifies for other certifications. Was it PM? No?
PME.
I'm aware of some of our endorsed education providers that have courses that do qualify as well for PMI's, PMP certification, but off the top of my head, I can't list them.
Actually, PMP does have a business analysis.
Yeah, PMI, PPE.
Yeah.
It does.
PMI also is having a PMI, PBA,
Correct.
Project Management PBA.
Exactly.
But if I'm not wrong, actually, I don't. Is there a correlations that the PDU could actually share with PMI?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because people used to go for any event, attending this event, right? You can get the PDUs because something in business analyst. It's a business analyst is similar to project management, right?
Okay.
That's what you're doing it here.
Okay. Maybe you can check it out because for that is under PMI, right? But,
Okay.
I mean, it does make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, sorry, Silver. Yeah, please go ahead.
I'll do a bit of the research. I'm sure there is a few of our training partners, our EEPs, which you can find here under partner program training providers. Here you'll be able to find the whole list of those that qualify. If we did a quick search now, we looked specifically to Singapore maybe in the directory. So I'll just have a look. Which one will it take? I'll look at this. So let's try skills development group. I wonder if there's anything that shows qualifies as well for PMIs. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
IIBA endorsed, also PMI authorized training partner, and I think it may show some. There's another one.
Yeah, chapter 11. Yeah.
Thinking of another one. Let's see. This is another one I'm aware of. So IBA training partner. I thought there was.
For this, you definitely have to pay, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So you will be very surprised that right now even PDU also have to pay,
Yeah.
So the special interest group, that's the reason why actually I created this special interest group, because I noticed that a lot of people will not be paying for the PDU because I don't think
They look for the
because
free
it's
videos.
yes, that's why. So that is something whereby the special interest group will actually come in to actually help all of us, including me as well.
It will. Again, if you do a bit of a cost comparison, I mean training does have a cost because you need to prepare for certification. It's a cost that you need to consider. But there are other options. You have to just look at what exists on the IIBA website. Things like a chapter, the Australia chapter, when they do study groups, it's at a competitive rate. It's very interesting. It's 220 Australian dollars, including GST, for up to 30 hours of PDUs. So that's very competitive pricing, but it's not as formal. It qualifies, but it's less a trainer that will be delivering content to you for 30 hours. It's going to be a facilitator who's going to help you explore the Babok and try to put that into perspective into your day-to-day activities, but they're not delivering knowledge and course content as an endorsed education provider can. So again, it's a question of weighing quality and cost. Yeah, but study groups, that is something, for example, that the Singapore chapter can strive to. The Singapore chapter in the near future, I'm sure, with experience, knowledge, facilitators will be doing these kind of things like the Australia chapter study groups. So yeah, I look forward.
That means it's more of like if let's say if you want to actually get more professional in business analytics, right? So probably you need to pay more. Right. So if for interest group like what Sylvia has just explained, there's a bit training partners as well as a special interest group, and you pay the differences between the knowledge base as well, like how much knowledge you want to take away. So I guess it's just how you look at certain things. If you want more quality and people facilitator might be or the trainer might be very experienced to explain to you on certain things, then probably you have to pay more, right? But if you want to probably just get more like experiences sharing, evidence based learning, improve yourself as well as certifications. Obviously, this special insurance group is something whereby I actually created just would actually help our members to go for moving on for their certifications. Okay, that's for sure. But there's also certain limitations as well. Okay, like what Sylvia has just mentioned. Obviously, training provider will provide you a more quality-based kind of training, but so you have to weigh the differences. Either you pay more, you get more quality. You pay
It's a
less,
different offering. It's a different
yeah,
offering.
yeah. So
Again,
that's how you look at
there are
certain
three
things.
levels. There's self-paced learning. You yourself learn and go through the Babok, go through websites, you explore. Self-paced learning. Study groups from chapters, for example, there's a facilitator who helps guide you through the content, and it's not as formal as, again, training organization that IIBA has vetted. You can't just call yourself a training provider. You need to be vetted and approved by IIBA's assessors. There, you deliver quality, reviewed curriculum that really prepares you for a certification. So you weigh what you're willing to invest. But it's always an investment in your career. We know that there's, in the benefits of certification, there are things like salary increases, promotions. It's an investment in yourself and your career. So I know there's a cost, but sometimes you just need to go through that. So
certainly. I mean, unless you go for the accreditations. So like what's you have just mentioned is a accreditation part that you need to do a comparisons. From there on, you will be able to give you a better accreditations. I mean, in terms of the maybe who is the training partner that actually provide you the training, and things like that. So that will be a credential for you. But then obviously that if you are going for that higher credential quality, then probably that is something where you might want to consider and worth pursuing. But if you want something that is free and obviously the quality is there as well, I would say, okay, but the credential might not be so great, all right, as compared to paid one. So that is also something that you might want to consider as well.
Again, anybody in today's session, feel free to send me an email. I can obviously share with you. I have to be agnostic. I cannot give one trainer a preference over another, but I can at least give you the ones that are present and active in Singapore. The gentleman to your right, Alson, who knows Adaptive US, they're very well recognized. But yeah, shoot me an email if you want to have any more insights. I'm happy to share at least my experience.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, thanks for giving us so much of great information. Anyone? Can I just check? Anyone has your CBAP ready on the screen or online?
Oh yeah, great.
Oh, one. Okay,
We
two.
have,
Really?
yes, I have CBAP.
CBAP. Victoria?
I am
Mabel?
not.
Oh, okay.
So,
Mabel? No. Okay. So only one, two, three of us. Okay.
That's
Anyway,
great.
you're moving forward, right?
Yeah.
CBAP. You're also moving
CPOA
forward.
and CPDA.
Okay.
I've already initiating. I'm just in the middle of CPOA and
Okay.
also preparing for CPDA, Certified Business Analyst, because I have performed the role of business analyst in the past.
Okay.
So currently, I have been doing the performing of the role of product owner than business analyst. That's the reason I want to know why I was doing the CPOA certification.
Sure. Okay. So anyone is moving towards the CBAP beside three of us? We are ready. Oh, Victoria. Okay. How about
Very good.
yourself? You as well. Oh, okay, too.
That's
Oh,
very
so
good.
I probably have to okay, so two of you I'll be sharing the obviously I'll share with everybody the
CPOA and CPD, can you share?
yeah, I will also share the question as well. Okay, for this
CPD.
for your this certification. So I guess there's quite a lot of you moving forward. Okay, yeah, I'm very happy about it as well. Yeah, thank you. So is now we are having our networking session. Just feel free to ask any question. I mean I'm just trying to help everybody to achieve your agenda today.
So just one question here, what I have is the which is more scope now, the product owner or the business analyst?
Which one,
You want
sorry?
to take this question, Steven?
Yeah.
What
So
was
who's
the
having
question?
more scope, more benefits means as a product owner or as a business analyst? Because I just now recently transformed from a business analyst to product owner. So which has more scope?
Good question. I'm not sure I have the best answer, and I'm not sure I'm the subject matter expert on this, but it all depends really on which type of organization you work in, because if you're in smaller organizations, the two roles overlap. There's a lot of overlap between product owner and business analyst, so they're not as clearly, I would say, they kind of blend. In larger organizations, in larger multinationals, the two roles are clearly cut: business analyst or business analyst professional and product owner. Just from what I'm hearing, I may be preaching against my church, but I just hear that there's a lot of transition to product ownership. So, oh, actually, well, no, I think there's more scope in the business analysis role because it's process driven. It's more holistic. You're overseeing the whole organization, how it functions. You're capturing requirements from so many stakeholders in the organization. So it's process mapping, strategy analysis. It's reviewing all the functional, non-functional stakeholder requirements. I believe there's more scope. And this is as I'm a modest business development manager, partnership manager. I'm not a professional in business analysis. I'll use it. I'll say it's my opinion from what I understand of the professions. I think you have more scope and more opportunities to be influential as a business analyst. But again, I may be wrong. Good question though. I'll work on it for next time I get that question. I'll ask.
I just want to congratulate your product owner transition.
Thank you.
I guess that, like for example, some of my clients, right, just to share a little bit, it's some of my clients in the SMEs and middle enterprise, business analysts actually, the certification actually help them to to step into a product owner.
Yeah.
Okay, because as a product owner, right, you have more vast knowledge, because you have a business analysis knowledge as well, experiential, especially the experiential learning. Okay, that definitely can actually help you to be a better product owner. A lot of product owner doesn't have a business analysis
That's true.
certifications.
That's true.
So that actually make
Like
it
me.
very difficult for them to analyze certain products. Okay, especially from the financial point of view as well. Okay, so I think as a business analyst, that's the reason why, okay, as a business analyst, you are able to actually streamline and understand even more clarity in terms of the qualitative and the quantitative of how a products supposed to launch or run in the market as well. So I think that's the differences.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
That's
between
what
product owners and
yeah, right. Product owners, we look now. When I was a BA, I was looking at even data analyst also.
Yeah.
And the business value, everything. Now, what I'm focusing only the business value, and because a few business analysts report to me, so that's what I've seen. I report to a product manager, so that's what I've seen here.
Yeah, but definitely, I mean, you're right. And a business analyst and a product owner, definitely you need to have a product manager, meaning to say that project management.
Yeah,
So that is also something that is also very important.
No,
as well,
no more
because-
project management.
Yeah.
Now everything is in agile, right? That people call as product management or what's called as product lead, like that
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, so I think I saw, I mean, I saw PMI is in collaboration. So I guess that is also something very, very nicely fit in as well. Okay, in terms of PMP, project management, in terms of how you could actually better manage certain products and things like that. So a lot of employer or consultants, some of you are consultant here, or some members that I know, they themselves, they are also trying to take up product manager role, okay, whereby they would be able to better manage a project as well. Because some of them, they are consultant. They are consultant. So whereby if you have a business analysis knowledge and you are a product owner, you are a product, you manage a project as well, project management, definitely is a plus point. Okay, because a lot of consultant and a lot of employee or employers are actually looking for diversifications. Okay, that could actually drive the revenue for the company as well. Yeah. Good question. Yeah. Any other things that Sylvia? You have anything that you like? Yeah,
no questions. I mean, again, talk about what interests me is obviously getting in touch with the broad community of business analysis professionals across Singapore. So I've got my tools to source leads, prospects, but if you hear of any organizations that have a large number of business analysis professionals, please invite them to reach out to me. If your employer has an interest in upskilling the capability of the business analyst through a corporate package, tell them to reach out to me. And I will be talking a lot with you, Alison, in the next few weeks, months, in the new year. We'll work together to grow a very robust and strong corporate and academic membership, because when that grows, that means organically more individual members. That means more networking sessions with more people. I'm sure that we'll, in no time, in the next 12 months, for example, we'll get corporate members hosting an event in their offices, offering catering and drinks, and that's my ambition for 2026 with the Singapore chapter. And again, because it's a special place for me, I do want to return and meet you all in person. So
Yeah. Thank you so much. I mean, looking forward to see you.
Yeah, keep your eyes open
Really,
and ears open for any opportunities. I'm really keen to grow the membership in Singapore.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to, especially, after these sessions, anyone that is interested to come on board, to join me, my team, as a committee. We will definitely, there'll be a lot of things coming up as well. So for all of you, all the questions that I have actually answered, okay, so whereby I might be able to provide the deeper insights for all of you. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see how we could take this further. All right. Thank you
Me
so
too.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there are more questions, but again, Alison, well done. Congratulations on taking up this role and leading the community in Singapore. And yeah, thanks again for your dedication. Volunteering is, I know, very fulfilling and has lots of benefits.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, I would say that it's not easy because what happened is that there's a lot of things that, I mean, from my end I have to juggle as well, and bring new members and getting the committee, some of them. So we are trying to see whether, if I mean, I'm trying to see to get more hands, okay, to help us, so that I mean, we share everything together and see how we could actually better manage expectations as well. Okay, because some of the consultants, we have a lot of consultant. I was quite surprised, while I'm actually liaising with some of they run their own businesses, they are our members and they are consultants, and some of them, they are business analysts, and they actually sound it to me that they wanted to actually share more, in terms of the networking and special interest groups. So I guess there's a lot of room for us to grow. All right. And me myself personally, I will be bring a lot of SME as well. Okay, to actually help them to actually move into this business analysis, because I think it's very important. Okay, that could actually help us to scale up. Okay, in terms of our community. Okay, IIBA chapter Singapore, how we might be able to uh, achieve our goal for 2026, increase of membership, getting people involved, accredited especially. I think over here, all of you are moving into your accreditations, except more of us, you know. So I guess that's outnumber of us, and I'm looking forward to help all of you to achieve your certifications.
Thank you.
There's a wait, let me see. There's a message here. Let me just have a look.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just showing a bit of
Yeah, your LinkedIn. Yeah.
a
Can
couple
you
of posts. I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
I'll share this.
the WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'll WhatsApp, and then I'll share with everybody as well.
yeah, shared in
So
the
yeah,
second post. The second post is
sure.
also on this particular gentleman, Arvid Arcot, who is a great help for me when I first started. Thank you, Lily. You need to go. Thank you, Lily, for joining.
Okay.
I just wanted to share these example of LinkedIn posts where Arvind, who just recently stepped down after 4 years of dedication to the Australia chapter, he was in charge of corporate and academic engagement. He helped me a lot to talk to the community, promote IIBA. But
Okay.
he talks in his post about the benefits of volunteering, what it gives you for your professional development, your career development, to learn, to build a network. It gives also career opportunities, So volunteering is it's fulfilling in its own right. It gives you a lot of fuzzy feelings, a sense of pride by volunteering for your profession, but there's definitely benefits if you do professional volunteering for. for an organization like the Singapore chapter. So I just wanted to share that as some maybe inspiration.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. I mean, that is a very important piece of information. Oh, Mabel is here. Okay, I thought she just dropped off. Okay, so
Well,
yeah,
again, I'll be switching off and saying as well farewell, but a great first session, many more to come, I'm sure. Thanks again, Alison, and thanks everybody for attending. You've got my email address, so any questions, never hesitate. I'm always here to help.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to take a photograph with everybody, but everybody leave. So, usually I would say that everybody to take a photograph before we conduct the sessions. Yeah, can we just take a photograph with everybody?
Sure.
Yeah, so, all right, look here. Let me see. Okay, so which one should I think here is better, right? So all of us, can we see everybody? Yeah, okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. A funny one. Okay, 1, 2, 3 for IIBA Singapore. Thank you. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see I'll end the session now. I'm looking forward to see all of you. Okay. So please keep in touch. Okay, let me know your informations so that I can actually put you into the WhatsApp chat group as well as the learning special interest group, or the Google workspace, the Google classroom, whereby you can get some insights from that. Okay. All right. Thank you, and I'll see all of you. Take care. Safe driving,
Thanks,
Mabel.
Alison.
You keep on driving. You're still
Bye,
driving.
everyone.
Okay.
Still have one
All right.
question.
Take care. Take care.
We will have Elson, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We will have the other networking sessions on 12th of December, correct?
Yeah, there will be another networking session in December. So yeah, same place. So I'll
Same
be
place.
invite Siva if he's available. Then maybe I will also share some insights that all of you, by then all of you should be able to get into the Google Classroom, the WhatsApp. Okay, and all of you can actually go through some sharing and things like that. It won't be like a class, but I'll try to make it as more interactive as possible to answer all of your questions. Okay, and things like that, because I need to answer everybody's question at different modules and all those. Okay, but I'll try to actually ensure that all of you will gain your insights, in December while we talk about it even more.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, sure. If no question, and then I'll just say bye to everybody.
Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
bye-bye.